So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Inside.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That's fine, yeah. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this 1st quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have
Ajay hit. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Play fake. Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Zoom.
Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
So, hey, let's go, come on.
Now Rodgers not pleased with the setup. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
That's fine, yeah.
On 2nd down, Montgomery works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Packers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Got some room at the 30. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mariota again. And now another one thrown incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now the Packers get set to go. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
319!
1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. 20! And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start out on the ground with a jive. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Tennessee 1st down, that one Mariota to Matthews. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They run with Ajayi. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Titan 1st down, Mariota to Walker. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Play action now. Mariota. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Jump out! Hey, check 26!
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Over. Zoom.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough 1st half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run again with Ajayi. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mariota from the gun on third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a pitch out to Williams. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Packers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
26, 319, 319.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the Titans getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second down, Mariota. And he finds Corey Davis. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st down, Mariota. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Mariota now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On play action, Mariota. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, and it's third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Mariota. Return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their own 44.
Let's go, D.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota drops it off to Ajayi. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Mariota now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back now at Lambeau. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Mariota on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Mariota again. Uncorks one for Davis. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. On now is the Titans punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
58!
A give. This is Montgomery. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Let's go. Wide left.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, Williams. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now it's Ajayi. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Ajayi. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
One last shot now for Mariota. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nick Perry in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted